The annual learning event by Massicop AgriFin is a very important event.
It focuses more on agricultural innovation and digital finance. You don't get such level of focus in other events. And also the participants are coming from a very relevant and proven background and experience.
We've seen increasing numbers, increasing demand, and I think it clearly demonstrates the need for this type of organization and event to bring together the community. I think without this, you wouldn't have these connections being made between different actors in the ag-tech ecosystem, especially in Kenya, but more broadly in the other countries we work in.
So I think what I was most excited about coming to the event was really to connect with the agri-entrepreneurs and agri-businesses that are really doing that work of improving the lives of smallholder farmers and helping to transform agricultural ecosystems across the continent. And then also connect with the technical assistance providers and organizations that are really helping them to do that.
I think what I found interesting is how the event has been pitched as a learning event. It's not just a talk shop, but actually one where all the different actors in the room are coming to share their experiences.
It provides us with a lot of insight and shortens our time for learning, and we can be able to actually tap into other people's experiences and make our business better without doing the trial and error.
I was actually expecting to learn from the experience here, especially in East Africa, because I know the session is going to come with a lot of stakeholders from East Africa. So get to meet and network people, similar stakeholders, and see what is happening, what is working and what is not working.
Kitu yenye nimesoma katika mkutano huu ni maneno ya digital. Miaka kadhaa ambazo zinakuja, kama uwezi ukakuwa katika digital, uwezi ukafanya chochote. Pia nimesoma kwamba mkulima mdogo ndio chanzo ya agriculture, kwa sababu kama mkulima hatakuwa, agriculture pia haitakuwa.
But I'm so happy that even dryland and pastoralism are coming to this debate. What that means for me is, for instance, session yesterday was looking at financing in the dryland and all the limitations that exist, the gaps that exist, and how we need to come with evidences to support investment in this region.
I was quite impacted by one where I think it's the principal investment officer from Massicop, Tefane Koma, where he actually juxtaposed the model of large-scale, industrial-scale monoculture. How do we use existing methods or agricultural practices and then infuse technology into them? Are we able to get better productivity? Are we able to have better outcomes in terms of the livelihoods that we create in our rural economies?
One of it was a session from Stefano, the CEO of founder of iProcure. The story he shared about his experience building, scaling, and also, if possible, exiting or closing down, was actually something that I've also thought about regarding raising financing.
During our close discussions, we talked about how do we close the gap in terms of financial inclusion for women, for the gender folks. And then we talked about how we could reach out to women using influencer that has personal trait. And because of the fact that most of these women, they really do not have ownership to land. So we see how we could reach out to our government to carve out policies that will help women have land ownerships, just like what you have in Kenya.
When I compare the last 3 consecutive events, as a company, our involvement grew from a participation to a panelist, to a marketplace and a moderator. So our contribution to the event is also growing, but also one of the learning that we found here is the adoption of technology by smallholder farmer is a challenge everywhere. So when you hear the strategy used by different organizations, you take a bit of a learning and you intend to apply in our own country.
Yeah, the sessions that attracted most attention from my side have been the digital public infrastructure one, where I contributed actively, and the AI session. So I'm a big believer in open technologies and generative AI to disrupt extension systems and advisory systems that can help really to scale solutions and include farmer groups that are left behind so far.
Technically, I really loved the AI sessions and the DPI session that just wrapped up. It just shows a depth of knowledge that probably actually didn't exist 3 years ago. It's, you know, the people and the organizations are far sharper and have much more understanding of the technology and the business models and all of these you know, complex things that is, I think, of huge value for other people to learn about and engage on.
One of the AI solutions was looking at how they can transfer agricultural knowledge across generations and how they can capture existing agricultural knowledge through AI tools and actually bring that to life with different types of chatbots and even adding voice to that.
One thing that we are going to implement is incorporate the human-centered design thinking, which has come out very strongly. We are working with the communities, so it is very important for us to understand how the human think and for us to design our systems around the communities and around the human thinking.
For us, it's the beginning of shaping what a future AgriFin program could look like. Where could we actually plug in our knowledge, our skills, our assets that we've built over the last few years to continue and progress this journey towards making the world better for everyone.